here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read this quickly, and then in the way that I read it, and then I'm going to open it up to a poll where you are going to answer the question. So listen for the main idea. Since the Earth's moon is not quite round like most other moons are, okay, it's like oblong or something, something must have occurred during its initial formation to result in its non-centered mass and height, to result in its screwiness. The moon is a little screwy. Debates proliferate, there are a lot of ideas, regarding what sort of event might be responsible for the moon's non-spherical screwiness. Some geologists posit, guess, that the moon absorbed a smaller companion moon before its fully crust was formed. Gross. Yet this scenario, while dramatic, is inconsistent with models that take into account the moon's mass and shape before multiple later impacts formed several enormous craters. So poo-poo on the moon absorbing a smaller moon in some sort of gross, like, combination of moons. Weird. So I don't think that's really what happened. More plausibly, more likely, complex gravitational interactions between the Earth and the moon, you know, the kind of gravitational interactions you have in a really messy and ultimately doomed romantic relationship. The Earth and the moon kind of fighting a little bit, passive-aggressive, one's a little stronger here, one's a little stronger there, and what's going to happen? Moon's going to get some scars. That's what's going to happen. Have some emotional scars on the moon. That's what's going to happen. Such a scenario, what would happen? Those interactions resulted in an uneven cooling of the nascent satellite meaning the moon. Oh, bummer. The moon has unevenly cooled. Why? Because of the Earth's emotional abuse. That's what's happening. Such a scenario would also call for a gradual reorientation of the moon's polar axis to its present angle from an original axis. The moon tilts a little bit. Why? Because it's screwed up a little bit now. It's the Earth's fault. With a difference of about 36 degrees, a shift concurrent with its shape change. It changed its shape, so it changed its axis. That's always how it goes. Huh, interesting. What's the main idea? I'll give you 30 seconds to read through those answer choices, and then I'm going to open a poll. A plurality of you, though not a majority of you, got it right. It is B. The author of this passage is mainly focused on what? Exploring various methodologies used to evaluate theories? No. What's a methodology used to evaluate a theory? Well, how'd you get that theory? Did you use a telescope? Did you use like some moon samples? Did you use testimonial from God or something? I don't know. That's not what it's doing. It's evaluating different theories. B says exploring some different theories. That's exactly right. C, determining the extent to which a second moon? No, they dismissed that. D, resolving a debate about the existence of a shift in the moon's polar axis? No, that's not the main point. It talks about the existence of the shift in the moon's polar axis at the end, but that's not the main point. E, resolving a debate. It doesn't resolve anything. It's talking about different theories for why the moon is so messed up. And B is the answer. Any questions on that? Any questions? All right, let's keep moving. Wrong answer types. There are a lot of wrong answers on the GRE. Good news, they are in similar kinds of wrong answer types. So the more practice you do, the more you will recognize a wrong answer when you see one. Just like someone who has dated a little while, you know a wrong thing when you see one. Am I right? Same thing on the GRE. When you see the wrong thing, it always looks the same. So when you take the Ready For course, we will talk about different kinds of wrong answer types, how to spot them, how to eliminate them.